Our next video is about bookings. So usually users will book online and you don't have to do much about it. So for example, if I go here into the front end of our sandbox and I click on Book Now, I can choose, say, a booking for 4 people on March 23rd. Let's go with the lunchtime session. I would have to choose 4 menus, 1 kids maybe, 3 premium, and the birthday cake. Can also say kids menu, please no fish. And then I would fill out the details. Kind of email can we give him? So yeah, and now I would have to give my credit card information or my PayPal account, and only then I can actually finish the booking. So I will not do that. Let's imagine now somebody is calling you, or somebody sends you an email and wants you to do the booking, or you have an internal gathering and you have to create the bookings in the backend with no credit card. So what would you do? You click on the calendar. You would scroll to the day where you want to book it, and you would click on the plus sign. So let me do that right away, and I do a 4 bucks booking. I have to choose 4 menus. We go with 1 kid, 3 premium. Let's also throw in 3 wine pairings. So now here comes the booking. So there's the booking code. By that time already there was an email sent out. So each initial first booking automatically will generate an email, but that is not the case if you do changes. So let me explain. Let's imagine this client wants to do some changes. So they can create a booking, but they cannot do any changes. They cannot change the day or the time or the amount of pucks. They can also not cancel. They would have to contact you, and you would have to do it for them. So let's try to find this booking and do the changes. I would put the booking code right here, and there is the booking. So now what kind of changes can I do? By clicking here, I can change the amount of pucks. Let's imagine there will be 5 people coming now. And I can also change the day and the time slot if there is more than 1 session on a certain day. So let's see, for the 23rd, I think I did book the lunchtime session. Let's say they want to come for dinner. 5 bucks for dinner, proceed. So now this is step 1. The second step, very important, is you have to also adjust the menus, because now it's 1 person more coming. So let's see, so randomly it might have thrown in some extra numbers. No, it didn't. That's good. So I would add another premium, and then I have 5. I might also add another wine pairing because it's an adult. And here we go. So this is step 1. So you have changed somebody's time slot and the amount of pucks. What else can you do? Let's imagine somebody cancels. You would have to go into the booking status, and you would click on cancelled and save. Now this will also tell us at 2Spicy that we can't take our cut. So it's very important that if there's somebody canceling, you have to document this in the backend. Same is true for somebody not showing up. So if somebody did book, prepay the deposit, but then did not show up, you would have to let us know by simply putting the booking status on no-show, and then you save it. What can you do with a payment status? Actually not too much. The only moment where you would intervene into the payment is when somebody wants his payment back. Then you would go in here and you would set that to request refund. That's pretty much the only thing you can do. What will happen? This signal goes to the payment gateway, may it be MasterCard or Visa or PayPal, and then within 2 to 3 days the payment should be back in the wallet of the user. Anything else you might not need to touch. If somebody did book through the front end, like here, then it will show partly paid. And if somebody has been booked by you in the back end, it will show reserved. Now you might say, hey, I want to let this guy also pay. You did set up the booking, so far so good, but you don't trust this client. So you told him already, like, I give you 1 week time, you do the prepayment, but if you don't, we will open up these 5 seats again for other people to book. So there is a way to send a client, a customer, a payment link. So you would use the option here in the payments field. So you have 2 options. There's a discount option and a link option. That's a payment link. So let's create a payment link for these 1,121 euros. So we click on generate link. And let's imagine we want this guy to pay 10%. 1.7 and 10 cents. Let's skip the 10 cents. And we put a note here. And that's pretty much it. Now, the link has been generated, so far so good, but you did not send it yet. So where do you get this link now? You can click on edit, but you would only change the amount. You have to go here and click on the route sign. And there's your payment link. Here we go. You copy that one and send it through email or through WhatsApp, whatever kind of communication you did choose. And then you wait for the payment to come. All right, so another thing is the discount. Let's imagine you want to give this party a 10% discount. You would have to click on add payment discount, and you would, for 10%, you would type in 117, and then so that we know what's happening here, you would choose discount. And again, you can put a note here. All right, so let's see what happens. So now in the balance, you see there's a discount, and of the total, you now only have to pay 1,054. If there's any kind of mistake at any time, you can just go in here and you can do a change. Maybe it was 20%, something like that. So you can do any kind of change. Also, if there was in the discount, you might say there was not a discount, but it was complimentary, for example. You might just choose one of these 4 options here, complimentary or media. So let's go with complimentary hotel, and let's say this is on the house. We give them the full amount complimentary. And now you see this party doesn't have to pay anything. It's 100% discount.